Personal income numbers are out right now. I'm seeing down 0.1%, so a decline when the expectation was for actually a slight gain of up 0.1%. However, spending numbers are coming in line with estimates, up 0.2%. However, that is actually much lower than what we saw in the month before. So even though we're seeing an increase, this is coming from some very low bases. I want to get to Mike McKee now. Give me your take on these numbers.
Well, they're not particularly good unless you're on the Federal Reserve, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. Personal income does fall. What we want to look at is wages and salaries you spend out of your paycheck, and unfortunately, wages and salaries for the month go down 0.2. Now, we did have, at the end of August, a lot of people out of work because of Hurricane Irene for a couple of days. Could be a factor there. That's something we're going to have to look at in the future and see what happens when we get some revisions in the following month. But then you look at personal spending, another big drop. Part of that may be influenced by the hurricane, but part of that may be just that people were pulling back. This is the month when everybody was supposed to go into a hole and hide because of what was happening in Washington. Maybe that happened. Retail sales weren't as bad, but this number also includes services. Now, what I mean about the Fed, if you're going to look to do some QE3, and a lot of people on Wall Street are looking to see whether the Fed will do that, you got to have inflation going down because QE2 certainly pushed it higher. We get that this time. The personal consumption expenditure rate, which is their favorite, the core rate there, rises just 1/10 on the month, brings down the year-over-year number to 1.6% from 1.7. It had been going up. First break in that series in a while. The momentum shifts the other way. If that continues, the next Fed meeting in November will have a couple more months' data. They could have some scope to move. One other number that we watch a little bit, the savings rate falls from 4.7 to 4.5%. What we did spend looks like we had to take out of savings a little bit to do it, Betty.